5 seconds to go. In a case where the complaint has been dismissed by the magistrate under section 203 of the code, either at the stage of section 200 itself or on completion of inquiry by the magistrate under section 202 or on receipt of the report from the police or from any person to whom the direction was issued by the magistrate to investigate into the allegations in the complaint. The effect of such dismissal is termination of complaint proceedings. On a plain reading of subsection of section 401, it cannot be said that the person against whom the allegations of having committed the offence have been made in the complaint and the complaint has been dismissed by the magistrate under section 203 has no right to be heard because no process has been issued. The dismissal of a complaint by the magistrate under section 203, although it is a preliminary stage, nevertheless results in termination of proceedings in a complaint against the persons who are alleged to have committed the crime. Once a challenge is laid to such order at the instance of the complainant in a revision petition before the High Court or the Sessions Judge, by virtue of section 4012 of the Code, the suspects get the right of hearing before the revisional court, although such order was passed without their participation in the revision petition before the High Court or the Sessions Judge at the instance of the complainant challenging the order of dismissal of complaint. One of the things that could happen in reversal of the order of the magistrate and revival of the complaint. It is in this view of the matter that the accused or other person cannot be deprived of hearing on the face of express provision contained in section 4012 of the code. Insofar as the finding of the division bench that the report was not signed by 3 members is concerned, it ought to have taken into consideration that much water had flown subsequently, inasmuch as the affidavit of the additional chief secretary dated 6th December 2022 would have shown that the report of the committee was accepted by the state government, which was fructified in the scheme dated 12th July 2012, which was published in the Gazette notification. As such, the High Court at the most could have examined the correctness of the scheme as notified in the Gazette notification. It appears that the division bench found an easy way to deal with the litigation. In any case, if the directions as issued by the division bench are to be complied with, it will lead to more than one complication. The division bench has granted liberty to the state government to again start the process and in the meantime directed the writ petitioners to be taken back to work. It has further directed honorary benefits to be calculated and disbursed for the intervening period. We are of the considered view that if the order as passed by the division bench is permitted to continue, it will give rise to third round of litigation and would not provide any solace to the employees who have been fighting for justice since 2017.